There is one phase in a fitness journey that probably we all go through, and that's the point in which most people fail. I went through this point and I decided to do one thing correctly. Because of that, I have continuously saw results, and after going through this phase, I went to the second phase and the third phase and the fourth phase, and now I am in amazing shape. Now, the other phases, I've just made them up, but this one phase, it comes from one thing. But before I go over it, let's talk about habit building. When an action becomes a habit, it becomes way easier to do it. Not easier in a sense of no hardship, no pain, right? Easier in a sense of second nature. Think about brushing your teeth. It is, I don't want to say uncomfortable, right? Because it is a very easy activity. But at first, it was a lot less second nature to you than it is right now. You probably don't remember it because you were a little kid. But, right? It was a lot harder in a sense of ease of doing it, of getting used to doing it, of consistency in doing it. Think about something else, let's say making food, right? I don't know you, right? I don't know you. At least in my case, at first I was horrendous at it. I didn't know really how to cook food, and then I learned how to do it, and then it was hard for me, but I knew how to do it. And then as I was doing it over and over again, I became better at it, and now I'm pretty good at it, and it is pretty easy for me to make some dishes. And you're probably very similar to me, and that's what habitualizing an action is, and that is the thing. In fitness, it is also possible to habitualize training and eating good diet and sleeping, and it is done in a very simple way. So we used to think that habits are created by time. You go and you just do these things for years, and that's how you make them habits. But it is not really true, because you could go and work out, and be a guy who works out for a year, but you would go every 3 weeks. Can you consider going every 3 weeks to one workout habit? No. Afterwards, you would not habitualize training to the same extent as a guy who would go every single day for a year, right? That's a massive difference. And that's why habits are not created through time. They are created through repetitions. And that's why discipline in some way is the cheat code for making working out effortless. Now, again, second nature kind of effortless, not easy in terms of no pain, not easy in terms of no effort. There will be effort, there will be some physical pain involved, but effortless in a sense of you just go and do it because that's what you do. So what's discipline? It is the ability to go and perform when there is no motivation. It is sacrificing instant desire, instant gratification for delayed gratification. What does it mean? It is sacrificing currently feeling comfortable on the bed, just scrolling on TikTok, watching some videos, for going and working out and going through the physical pain of working out. That's what discipline is. So because of the fact that habits are created through repetitions that are done consistently over time, and that motivation is temporarily, discipline is necessary. You cannot build a habit, at least not a habit that is hard to build like training, without it. Because that's where most people fail. They think that they can just rely on this motivation. That's when I failed for the first time when I tried to get in shape 5 years ago. I thought that I can just rely on motivation, that I feel this feeling, I wanna get in shape. I watch fucking Goku on Dragon Ball and he trains and it looks amazing and he's so strong and I wanna be strong too and I should train too. And I thought that this motivation would just remain, that I would just continuously have it. And it was not the case. After 3 days I lost it, and that's when I started to train. But on the second time, I was prepared for this motivation to go away, to fade away, to go away. And that's why, instead of quitting when there was none of it, I kept going. I used discipline, and as I was doing it, I ingrained working out into my identity. I became better at it, I learned how to do it, I made it more of a habit, and after some time, it became second nature to me. It was never easy. It is currently not easy. Currently, I work out 9 times per week. I have 6 gym sessions and 3 runs. And I go to all of them. And I don't feel like going to them most of the times. I still go to them. And it is effortless for me in a sense of I just go to it. That's what I do. That's me. That's a habit of mine. That's part of my lifestyle. And that's what I think to be one massive difference between those who succeed in fitness and those who fail, or at least a massive shortcut to success: discipline. Because in terms of consistency, one can go once, and then go twice, and then 3 times, and then 4 times to this workout, and then 5 and 7 and 9 and 10 times, and then quit. And then for the next 10 weeks, not do anything fitness related, and then go back again, and fail again, and again, and again, and again, until he succeeds. And when he succeeds, it is basically when he uses discipline, right, to go and stay on track. But on the other side, a second guy who just at first time would go with discipline and will keep doing it and will stick to it, he would see results faster. Let's assume that both have the same genetics, same everything. They would see similar results, right, from training for the same time. It's just that the disciplined one would succeed first time, the second one, he would consistently fail until he will succeed. And that's how discipline being the shortcut comes into fruition. When you do things consistently and you force yourself to do them and you habitualize them, it's not only that they become easier, it's that you have done them. You will see the results of doing them. You'll see the results of doing them because you have done them. And the way of doing something when there is no motivation is using discipline. And that's why discipline is a shortcut for getting jacked. And how should it practically look in your life? Today, let's say, you don't feel like going to this workout, you don't really want it, right? Let's talk about myself. I have a leg day today. I don't feel motivation to go to it. I feel this obligation to go to it. It is a habit of mine, but I still need to use some discipline to go to it. I don't really feel like it. I'm not motivated to go, but I will still go. And you should still go too. You should force yourself to go. You should stick to the plan, and with enough time it will become second nature for you to stick to it, and you will stick to it, and you will see the results of sticking to it, which will be you in an amazing shape. And that's essentially it. If you enjoyed this video, you can like and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.